I've had some new toys arrive for the camper van. If you've followed on the Facebook page earlier on this week, you'll have seen that I did a test run camping for the weekend. I had problems with power. A couple of things: the leisure battery wasn't taking a charge by the looks of it, so obviously replaced nice new leisure battery here. The one that was in was only a couple of years old, but I think the alternator trickle charge in it and it not being used much for 2 years has packed that in. In addition, because where we're heading up to Skye in a few weeks, we can't guarantee hookup, so I bought one of these power banks. Now, this is a 52 amp hour one, so it should give us a couple of days of charge basically on that. As you can see, I've got the solar panels as well. Solar panels are set so they can either charge the power bank, or I think I can hook them up direct into the van via that 12 volt socket that's there. If not, I can run through the power bank into the hookup on the back and then charge the batteries via that as well. So that means we can go off grid. We don't need hookup. If you do have hookup, because I've got issues with the way my van has been hooked up for 240 volts, rather than having the hookup go direct to, say, this plug socket that's on here, it goes to my 12 volt battery, then it goes to an inverter to convert it back up to 240 volts, which is useless, because if I hook up a heater in here, it'll just kill my battery. So bought one of these so that we can charge the batteries up in the day if we've got a hookup, and then we can use this hooked directly to the hookup on site to run a radiator if need be, a small oil fill one, to keep us warm at night if need be. Other problem we've had is, I mentioned the other day, there is a 240 volt to 12 volt transformer in the boot, step down charge, and it's getting really hot. I mean, you can't even hold it for more than a few seconds. Apparently it's still okay, but it's on its way out, so I bought a new one to put in there. This one's a 12 volt, 8.5 amps will run through it, which should be enough to charge the batteries on hookup and hopefully be a bit cooler. I was going to do a video of fitting this, but I'll show you. There's going to be lots of swearing. It's a bit tight to fit because it's right down in the bottom there. So I don't think it'll be a quick job because this cupboard is so narrow. So hopefully all this gear will allow us to go away for a good 4 or 5 days without any power issues. Finally got this one out. I had to cut the box open to get it out to free up the wire. I need as much wire as I possibly can get to wire the new one up. Not that bad, Nick. Not too sure about that though. It seems a bit crinkled, that, like it's been overheating. But this is the new one that's going in. A much smaller unit. So let's try and get that one. Just try to fit this, and I've had to add some U-clips in on the top and the bottom to hold the screws. There were just little slots in there, which was going to be an absolute pain to get into, say, this little space here, because as you can see, there's not a lot of room. So hopefully that'll hold the screw so I can get it attached to the wall. It's been a long day getting this fixed. So the power inverter is in. It seems to be all working fine. But when I put it up, I had no power running off the battery with the new battery going in. What a nightmare. Went round everything. Turns out this cable, which is the earth cable from the leisure battery through to the main power that runs the entire of the van, is broken somewhere. I think it's on this edge here. To look it, but that's where the problem was. I've just replaced it and I have power everywhere again. It is a relief, but I need to tidy up now. So good job today. So that's leisure battery changed, the power converter in there swapped out, which was an arse of a job. The split charge was a blown fuse, so that's been fixed. The solar cell we've got with the power bank, that's been tested to go through the hookup and the internal, and that all works. So I think we're good for a 3 or 4 days of off-grid camping. Cheers.